All right, Mr. Foreman, if you would please, if you'd stand, Mr. Cobbins, if you'd stand, face the jury.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Letalvis Cobbins, guilty of facilitation of premeditated first-degree murder of Hugh Christopher Newsom.
And with regard to count 18, charging Mr. Cobbins with the first-degree premeditated murder of Channon Christian, how does the jury find on that count?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Letalvis Cobbins, guilty of premeditated first-degree murder of Channon Christian.
The jury spent a little over 8 to 9 hours deliberating. They will return tomorrow to begin the penalty phase. Letalvis Cobbins could face death if the jury finds that the state has proven certain aggravating circumstances. Both the Newsom family and the Christian families were obviously very excited about these verdicts, but said that that excitement was tempered by their losses.
It felt wonderful. We were glad it turned out the way it did. It's what we wanted to hear. We wanted justice for Chris, and I believe that's what we got today. So it makes me happy to know that. Of course, it's kind of a bittersweet happiness because it still doesn't bring Chris back.
I can't even tell you what all the what all those guilties were, but he raped my daughter, and he's responsible for her murder. And how many times have I told you that he was going down? Well, he just started sliding. Tomorrow's going to be the nail in his coffin.
For the first time, we saw relatives, we must assume, of Cobbins come into the courtroom. They were brought in at the last minute before the verdicts were read and were quickly taken out before the courtroom cleared. They declined comment. Cobbins' attorneys also declined comment, as did prosecutors. The lawyers, however, are bound by various rules in what they can say since we still have the penalty phase to go. In its ruling, the jury concluded that Cobbins was either directly involved or responsible for the facilitation of all the crimes committed against Christian. That would include robbery, kidnapping, rape, and also the various murder counts. The jury found, however, that in Chris Newsom's case, there was not enough proof to show that Cobbins had any kind of direct involvement or criminal responsibility for any of the charges involving the rape of Chris Newsom.
And as to count 26, charging Mr. Cobbins with the aggravated rape of Mr. Newsom by anal penetration while armed with a deadly weapon.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Letalvis Cobbins, not guilty.
Our children paid a terrible price, and in pain, anguish, their life was just snuffed out by what I consider a bunch of animals. Animals only kill to eat or protect their young. These people are at least 2 levels below the classification of animals.
Now, many of times you all have talked about the sleepless nights. Will you sleep any better tonight?
Don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but we still, like I said, we have a long way to go. We've got 3 more to try. This isn't over. This is just one hurdle.
We were in there this morning on Davidson, and this is just going to go from one to the other.
And you know, it's not the trials that I don't sleep. It's because my daughter's not in her room right across the hall is the reason I don't sleep. So I don't know if I'll ever get to sleep again.